I finally got a hold of not one, but two of these Friedman be-odx pedals. Or did I? We'll figure it out together today, right here on GearGasms. Hi everybody, welcome to GearGasms. I'm your host, Alan Barnes. Today in the studio I've got two of these Friedman be-odx pedals, but they're not exactly the same. How are they not exactly the same, you're saying? I'm going to tell you in just a second. But first, if you're new to the channel, I'd like to ask you to like and subscribe. This channel is kind of like a school cafeteria menu on Fridays. No meat, fishy smells, and a fat kid who's going to rub his booger on you. Celebrate mediocrity. Speaking of mediocrity, if you followed this channel, you know I've done not one but two videos on this somewhat controversial DemonFX version of the Friedman be-odx. But before I get too deep into that, I'd like to thank my friends at Zounds for loaning me this Friedman, the actual Friedman be-odx pedal. Thank you so much. And just real quick, if you don't know the story behind this clone, this particular one was just so close to the original that our friend Dave Friedman, he threw out a cease and desist. Now, those people overseas, they gave no shits about that. They just kept carrying on, keeping on, keeping on. Alibaba, Amazon, Lord knows, wherever. But the US distributor for DemonFX got a little skeezed out by that. He felt like he couldn't sell them. So he said, he's a friend of mine. And he said, hey man, I'll send you one of these for free. So I just want y'all to know, I did not support this with any of my money. My real quick summary judgment of this kind of thing is this. These people don't have the R&D costs that go into making a great pedal. They wait for somebody else to spend all that money in the countless hours of testing and making circuits, and then they just come in and copy the thing. Even the graphics. You think these graphics just fell off a tree? They didn't. That costs money to have someone design and all that stuff, and here comes these guys and they steal it. Now, this guy's paying American wages. This guy ain't. So I just wanted you guys to know that so you know how I feel about it. You're certainly free to feel about it in a totally different way. Nobody's mad at anybody here. But I really just want to, for the first time for me, compare these pedals back to back, side by side, and see what the real differences are. Okay, the signal flow is going to be, we're going to use this here Ibanez PS120. Seymour Duncan's in it. Straight into these pedals, straight out of there into the Marshall. We're on the clean side. Just a little bit of gain. Here's my clean tone. Kind of a fluff clean tone, not pristine clean. The Friedman sets the internal trim pot at noon o'clock. So I went back to this DemonFX and did the same thing because I had changed it. They're both set at noon. You can see all the dials are the same. We got this here clean tone right. We'll give it an E. So the same thing again, just the same way.
You suck!
Sound the same. Let's do something a little higher up the neck. Okay, for the first time I actually did hear a difference there. We'll see what it sounds like in post. That was both at the same time. Yeah, it's funny. When I'm doing the big chords, I can't really hear the difference in the room. Of course, when I get behind the editing desk, that's a whole new ball game. We'll see if there's more differences. But right now, starting off in the room, there ain't a whole lot of difference, but I can tell a little bit. Is it a better sound? You're asking the wrong dude. You know I don't have good sounds.
Oh yeah.
Wouldn't it be so much better if I could play consistently? All right, so we're gonna say like everything just nooned out. There's not much difference. So before we get fussing with gain too much, let's sweep them tone controls, and I'll warn you in advance, ugh. Okay, I'm gonna try to make it quick. We'll sweep the presence. Leave it in comments what you think of that. I'm not gonna say anything right now. The tone, is tone gonna make a difference? We'll do it. Let's try that bass. Okay. Okay, just the controls up top so far, they kind of felt like to me like they swept back and forth in very much the same way. Again, in editing we'll know more. Let's jump to them other knobs. Them bottom knobs, right? Those are probably more important even than the top. The top is important for getting your tone, but I think some of the magic of this particular pedal, in particular that tight knob.
This is your mom.
That's the secret sauce. So of course, let's sweep. We'll play with some gain first. Volume does obviously interact with the overall gain structure, I know, but meter no likey. Let's do the tightness. We'll split up the tightness. I know all that tightness at once is gonna be too much for you. That was both the pedals were the same tightness back to back. I figured you might want to hear that as well as the sweep. Are we ready to go up? We'll start with the Friedman. All right, so we swept that tightness, right? Am I right? What else can we do, Alan? Haha. Does tightness, of course, does a lot more with gain up. So let's put them both at 9 o'clock.
That sounds crazy.
We'll leave everything else at noon. And now we're gonna futz with a tight. Are you ready? Tis as I thought. Tis as I thought. I don't want to spoil the whole video, but I am hearing some differences, and I kind of know where they are, and I kind of figured that's where they might be. You'll be able to draw your own conclusions from that very unmusical exercise. I apologize. What else can we do with these, Alan? I'm not quite sure. Let me think about it for a second. All right, so we've swept all the knobs, and you heard my chuff, chuff, chuff kind of playing. We're just trying to get the tones of these pedals, and I apologize. It was so brutal. This is going to be worse. It's going to get super random here because I'm going to try and show y'all some lead tones. And so I'll just go wiggly, wiggly, wiggly through one and then go wiggly, wiggly, wiggly through the other. Which way do you like it better for the lead? All the way tight or all the way loose? Pay close attention to the gain and the tight settings. That's called cross-eyed. Everybody who knows these pedals knows that's a cross-eyed setting. You can look it up. You can Google that. I wouldn't lie to you.
Trying to come to a club where people wee on each other?
I will say that they both process my bad bends in the same way.
Yeah.
Which one Freebird best? Leave it in the comments. What did we learn today? We learned that the top row of knobs on the Friedman be-odx, as well as the DemonFX one, bass, treble, and presence, all seem to work the same. We also learned that that second row of knobs, volume, gain, and tight, they all seem to work the same. And finally, what we didn't learn is how long the clone will last versus the original, how durable it is. We all know that the cases are a little bit different, switches are often cheaper, the components are often lower quality in the clones. Anyone who's ever owned a Behringer anything, TC Electronic, I'm looking at you, knows that cheap pedals can just out of the blue take a shit. So that's one thing that we can't really tell from the video. Once again, thanking my friends at Zounds.com for providing the Friedman BE Overdrive pedal. A link to that and not to the DemonFX will be in the description. As always, I thank you for the time that you spend with the channel. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. You got some smelly, slow-witted, late on their bills, moochy friends. Send them to GearGasms. They'll fit right in. You can buy some merch to help support the channel. We got t-shirts, we got tank tops, we got mugs, we got leggings, we got pillows. Links are in the description. Whatever you do in the next 7 days, don't tell Leo Sayer about it, because he's just going to go on and on and on about how Richard Simmons stole his look. Richard Simmons just died. Did you know that?
I do not care.
But play more guitar. Watch less of this. Keep coming back here week after week for more GearGasms.